let's talk about work these past 2 days. So, I'm doing this little job, and I'm working day shift right now. I can't get into details about the job right now, but when I can, I'll get back to it and let y'all know. But that shit ain't really relevant right now. But I'm working day shift. So, yesterday, they whooped my fucking ass. Did I have 5 patients? I think I had 6 patients. Yeah, I had 6 patients. I got an admission. So I started with 5, I got an admission at 9 a.m. that I didn't know was fucking coming. Nobody even told me. The charge nurse didn't even know a patient was coming. They just was trying to figure out who the nurse was for that patient. They pre-assigned us to the empty-ass rooms. You know what I'm saying, I guess. So, mom comes to me, you know who the nurse is for such. And I'm like, no, but it's not me. The board in the front. This 9 o'clock in the morning, I don't really know if it's a patient. I don't know. I just knew I wasn't the nurse. So they go to the front, so I hit them talking about, who is Johnny? And so they're like, this nurse. And I guess he's like, I just asked her. So they come back and they like, your patient here from the ED. I said, I don't know nothing about no patient. Nobody told me I was getting a patient, so you need to go talk to the charge nurse. Because y'all don't just send up no motherfucking patients and don't nobody know about it. So go find the charge nurse and holler at her and then come find me and tell me that I got this patient. And until that's cleared up and somebody tell me definitively I have a patient, I'm not assuming care of that patient. So we get that figured out. It was my patient, whatever. Go check on the patient. It happened pretty quickly. Chargers, I didn't know. I said, yes, I said, y'all need a better fucking system, and I'm putting in a safety report. So that's that on that. Patient comes up. I never get a chance. So, manager, I'm in the middle of fucking med pass, and I'm actually in the fucking Pyxis counting narcotics. The 2-3 times they walked up to me trying to talk to me, and I'm pulling a lot of fucking narcotics, and they talking to me, throwing off my count shit. So I'm like, y'all gotta give me a minute until I step away from this fucking Pyxis. So patient come up. I never got a chance to fully do his admission and assess him. So a little bit later, motherfucker come up with a card. Somebody, we here from transport to take the patient to XYZ. I say, no, they didn't even tell me that. They pull up with the card in front of my patient door. I say, who you fit for? They was like, such. I say, where they going? So they tell me, I said, really? I said, shit, I ain't know nothing about it. Hold on. I'm saying, check and see. Sure enough, I can look in the fucking chart. They sending a patient for motherfucking EGD. So this patient that was admitted, this gonna have to be a 2-part video. Came in, it's a CWAL patient. Came in, acute alcohol-induced pancreatitis. CWAL, actively withdrawn on top of that. So the patient, just called GI. Y'all sent for my patient. Nobody called, and it's like, we tried to call that out. I said, my bad. I said, we don't got a fucking secretary. It's day shift. We don't have no secretary. All the nurses is in the middle of med pass. So if you call the nursing station, we got them stupid ass Sarahs. If you call the nurse station, phone just ring. Nobody gets the call. So I'm not bad. We don't have a secretary. So I'm saying people just call on the phone and we ain't getting the calls. But whatever. Boom. Y'all taking the patient. All right. Well, just so y'all know, his admission ain't done. Can you take the patient that way? They was like, are you sure? Well, I said, I'm going to verify the cold status. I'm going to verify allergies. And I said, that's all I can get done real quick before he go downstairs. And I'm finna let the doctor know. Let everybody know. Where I put my motherfucking note in because that just didn't seem right to me. So, whatever. Baby, they took the patient down. They had that patient. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to have a minute for the patient to come back up. Bitch, they sent that patient right back. That patient was gone for 30 minutes. They come get. I feel like every time I turned around, somebody was on the fucking phone for Johnny, looking for the nurse for such and such. And it was always fucking me. So, they called back. Damn, y'all done already? Shit, y'all ain't give me no time. So that the patient left and came back in less than 45 minutes. I'm done now. So patient come back. So now the patient is post-op vitals. So y'all know how that shit go. So mind you, I'm also scoring CWAL active. So every motherfucking hour, baby. Every hour. This is why I hate day shift. Fucking doctors running around every fucking 30 seconds, changing and adding to fucking orders. That's cool. But why y'all can't do that shit before we go to pass the fucking medication? So every time I'm standing in the room getting ready to do something, I can't scan the motherfucking med because in the process of me taking the shit out the Pyxis and going to pass the med to the motherfucking patient, the motherfucking doctor changed the orders. All fucking day, bro. All fucking day. So then I had 6 patients. So the admission make the 6 patients. Bitch, they started dropping them motherfucking discharge 3 of my patients back to back. And y'all know once the doctor tell the patient they can go home, bitch, they think they going home right then and there. And trying to figure out why they ain't left yet. Baby, because I didn't even know yet that it was time for you to go. Nobody told me nothing. I've been waiting for an hour. Well, I didn't know for an hour. Motherfucker, this is the first time I found out about it. So you got to hold tight. So I try to spread the discharges out. So I'm saying I wasn't too overwhelmed. But bitch, so motherfucking much for that. That was a fucking fail. Because I'm like, I'm be able to get that missions done, you know what I'm saying? Get in a timely manner, get people up out of here, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can go home Blase, bitch. No. I ended up getting admissions done eventually, but I scheduled my last admission because they was going to a facility. They was like, oh, we'll schedule around an antibiotic. I'm with an antibiotic supposed to finish around 6. I'm like, can we just schedule the discharge at about 7? So I like, I was gonna have everything done. They say the discharge scheduled for 7. I'm like, all right, cool. 6 o'clock come around. I have finally discharged 2 of the other patients. On top of the other shit I had going on that I ain't even tapped into yet. So I'm like, all right, let me go past these last minutes. I could do a discharge in 5 minutes. And I'm like, if I get 5 fucking minutes to sit down, though, that's the thing. I gotta be able to sit the fuck down so that I'm saying, get a minute so I can do the fucking discharge. So, bitch, true enough, I'm standing in a room, 6 o'clock, 2 doors over from the patient that's supposed to leave at 7 o'clock. And I see a motherfucking, the paramedics come rolling in with a gurney, no patient on it. So I stick my head out the door. I said, they must be here for my patient. I said, but it's 6 o'clock. Bitch, stuck my head out the door, and true enough, if that motherfucking Versera didn't say call from, would you like to accept this call? I'm accept. They here to pick up such and such. Well, that's funny, because they weren't supposed to be here at 7 o'clock. I said, so you can tell them to just have a seat, because his papers ain't done. So I let them know, when I finish in this room, as long as nobody else needs shit, I should be able to get them papers done in 5 minutes. Not even. That shit turned into 30 minutes because, of course, every fucking body needed something. And, bitch, I didn't get no motherfucking break yesterday. I didn't leave work till 9 o'clock. I literally went to piss one time. Never got to finish my protein coffee. Didn't drink no water. By the time I got off work, baby, I had cotton mouth. My lips was dry and peeling. And them motherfuckers was sticking together. So do you imagine how dehydrated I had to have been? And all I keep thinking is, who the fuck told me to sign up for day shift again?